Go tit. All righty, and a go tit there too. All righty, y'all. Peace and greetings. Namaste. Actually, namaste. Peace and greetings. Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? How are you doing? Right, that was a whole different kind of you there. Right, still recovering from allowing my voice to I was doing some vocal exercises and I just hit certain breaking thresholds, and now I'm in recovery of the glottal region. I'm kidding, but also it's I'm in my Saturn still, so that's me really being told to just kind of just chill. You don't need to do so much talking, just relax. And brother Regulus, gotta thank you, bro, because you was like, man, there's nothing more important than your rest right now, and I was like, yes. You know what? That's my fucking Cancer twin bro there on the ascendant. I appreciate that. When I read that, I'm telling you, bro, when I read that, I was like, I'm telling my baby, I'm like, baby, Jag really cares. he really cares. Like, okay, yeah. Like, we all know it's that Saturn, so I'm trying not to push as hard. I'm so glad Brother Sean is turned up on his promotion because I can kind of relax and chill until my solar return, right? And then I just had this yarrow tea right now with other things. I, had to boil some banana peels and onion peels or whatever, and then use that to make tea. You know what I mean? For yarrow and other things. So I'm just kind of in a so zen zone right now and relaxing. However, other than that, let me introduce my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased, and they are.
He says, other than that, you're Islam. I am Terrell to my Bay. How are you? And then we're going to say, we're going to introduce this beloved brother here. So
brother Alim L, all is well. I've been going so hard lately. My bros nicknamed me Braveheart L.
Exactly. Braveheart L, right?
Oh, Braveheart L.
All right. I know, right? Absolutely. Yeah, it's Brother Sean, definitely in my book. Oh, and by the way, I gotta do an about last Monday post. I gotta do that. Oh yeah, and about last Monday. And then we release that picture on TikTok after this, so you guys will see. Because there's manifestations that's a brewing, guys, all over Mexham. All righty, and for the most part, guys, what I'm mostly about, and I think I need to put this out there publicly. Everybody kind of knows, and even my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased, Brother Cujo Adwell L. Shout out to all the Moors there in Canaan. All righty, knows that I'm notorious for giving people. Pardon me, I knocked down a keyboard. I'm notorious for kind of being like a Michelle Pfeiffer, so to speak. Pause. I'm not saying I'm a Albion blonde-haired female. What I'm saying is, though, in Dangerous Minds, the character that she played, the people earned they were given A's before they earned an F. And sometimes my brothers are in disagreement with that. Like, hey man, stop giving people A's and have them earn an F. However, I'm usually in my higher mind. Sometimes, a lot of Moors are usually dealing with you people because you're in your lower self. And so even though they have the higher mind at times when they need to, if they're out in the field and out and about with you, what they'll do is they'll just deal with you on your lower self frequency. Me, I'm not out there in the field. And so there's another thing that I have to do, and doing things how I have to do here electronically, as well as people that when I am, where I am in the field, how I do, it's really so that it'll help people out in their different concept corrections. However, let's say this for the record. I get being, Great Seal minded. I'm not affiliated by, this documentation makes us Great Seal Moors. We're Great Seal Moors by the Spirit. However, I know a lot of people out there have been taking the things that we've been sharing these past few years. I remember Brother Taj giving a lecture a long time ago, how people will take books that he's read, and they'll come out here and start pimping and homing and scamming. Right. And that's still going on now. There are people that come to me for mirror sessions, and they're out here scamming sisters. Hey, put this in your Cash App for me, different bullshit like that or whatever. Right. Or, hey, sister, doing this, or you're the most this and this and that and that. And what's really happening in the long run of it all, because there's been brothers out there, who are not brothers, really. They're just opportunists, lazy-eyed actors, payroll processors. All right. Who really are just probably envious now that I really think about it. Okay, so they've said before, "Whoa, Hassan, you turned down so much pussy," and it's like, and pardon me for people's children that are listening, but I think this needs to be put out there. I am not sitting here looking to be a gigolo. I'm not looking to, let me see what woman I can use with the knowledge that I have. I already committed to being a fucking monk because I just thought it was just hopeless for you mothers out there. That's at one point in time. But then I realized, you're unconscious in the prophet's hands. And so I changed my energy and my outlook about things. And now I'm very forgiving, as I've always actually been. But when it comes to me personally, that's just kind of what it is. So, I'm just letting you know, there are more sons out there that, a little different from me. And there are Albion daughters out there that are looking for more sons. Please be a part of the bloodening back process as your soul dictates. I do not prefer my daughters. If you're a pale skin, alrighty, you're a pale skin. I know you're not American. I don't know where your green card is. However, I know in the 1800s, you and your family members or descendants were coming over on ships. It's even documented in Godfather 2 when Vito Corleone was flashed back into his childhood of coming here in 1902. And you see Moors that are security guards in their fezzes in that scene. I do not want my daughters. I know there are Moors out there who Albion daughters held you down while you were locked down. Okay, good. That's a superb Albion daughter who's obviously a Moor in Albion garb. Not knocking that. However, any rabbit boiling, Moor chasing, thirst trapping Albions that are out there, look, I'm going to let you know, you're really barking up the wrong tree. It'll be best for you to just, do what's best in helping to uplift fallen humanity. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to expose you to everyone. Everybody's going to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open and honest. All righty. And I don't hold back. And I'm very protective of my brothers. All righty. However, I look for the best that's in others and give the best that's in me. That's the instruction from Prophet Noble Drew. So I'm always in my higher self. Stay in heaven because my higher self is lovingly governing appeals. All righty. I'm always being forgiving. However, if you continue to earn your F, you have locked yourself out of the divine, not me. I'm not locking you out. You're doing things that's creating things. So we're doing this in the weather report in the beginning because there's just been some really interesting energies, and you guys are about to see us actually give more testimonies to it. That's what's coming out, what's happening. Now the moon is currently transiting Libra as we get started right after the moon enters Libra, and the moon is rising now. It's currently 27 degrees Virgo, 9 minutes is the ascendant. The moon is at 1 degree Libra, 17 minutes right now. So this is a moon rise that's happening. I, being your beloved brother, whom you're well pleased, a Cancer sun in the tropic, right? Ruled by the moon, right? My sun and my ascendant. All righty. So with that being said, guys, I am definitely going to make sure that I'm allowing you to see, because that means even right now, once Libra is on the rise, Cancer is going to be on the midheaven. So I'm really letting you know how I'm standing with my brothers out in front of you, in the gates, in front of witnesses, just like when Boaz redeems Ruth, period. All right. So we don't have to sit here and try to, guys, we're always investigating infiltrators. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't never let up. You're investigating me. I'm investigating you. You try to send Albion daughters that want to be sexed up in their phones and you think that's impressing us? We're really just taking notes like, okay, this stupid motherfucker here really thinks we are soft for some vagina and finances in the Cash App. Wow, we're some fucking gigolos, aren't we? We must be some we're not gigolos. We're astrologicalos. Right? That's what we are, right? We're just some handsome faces that women with much higher bank accounts than us can just come along and say, hey, Big Daddy, let mama put that sugar on you. No, bitch. Respectfully. I'm really not, I know y'all really don't hear me like this at times, and I'm not saying it's cool to be disrespectful and hood sounding. I'm letting you know that we do this for real. We're not trying to impress you. We enjoy our culture. We enjoy what Prophet Noble Drew has reminded us, having, and this is, I think we deserve to have it and defend it properly, especially when people keep thinking that shit can keep being infiltrated. Like, are you guys serious? Like, there's going to come a time where we won't have to slap the shit out of you people. Like, what's going to happen is you're going to have a thought. And you're gonna think to do some fuck shit. And when you go step, your whole fucking left leg is gonna crumple up like a piece of fucking paper because you're thinking the wrong shit about the people you shouldn't be thinking that about. You think you're gonna set up, you know what? Yeah, let's pack these guns. We're gonna go and get them Moors. We just find where Hassan is. As soon as you're gonna start your wheel, like, oh, my shit blew up. And that's only because the universe is conspiring in our favor, not yours. And we didn't have to call anybody. I didn't have to be John Gotti in one phone conversation at all. Look at that growth. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's just be kind. That's what we're here for, right? Let's be kind. Let's get along. I mean, didn't I make puppets so we can get along? Come on, right? Let's get along. Like, I'm not a tough guy either. I've never gang banged. I'm not in the gang. I'm not a gang banger. I don't do those things. I have Saturn and Libra in the sidereal. So that makes the kingpin and the chief justice want to be my best friend. But I'm not out here bragging about it. And when I'm doing it now, I'm not. Just because I'm on this platform doesn't mean shit, guys. If I could have it the way I would want it, yeah, we got some land and I could put a few buildings on that land. Long as I got a room in one of the apartment buildings that I helped build, is me and my mother, mistress, consort, and our children, we're good. Cool, I'm good. I don't need all that. And then some people say that type shit. Yeah, I'm now virtue signaling on my YouTube and pontificating as if I'm this guy that everyone should support because I said I'll just be in the corner basement apartment. I don't give a fuck about that either. I'm telling y'all what's real, whether you listen or not. So at the end of the day, I'm saying everything that I'm saying here now, guys, and just put it out there. Like, you're barking up the wrong fucking tree when you're bringing your vagina and your purse, thinking we're going to be like shenanigans. Oh my goodness, they want an astrology reading from us. No. Oh my goodness. No, that's not what's going on. We're men for real. We joke around, be silly. We're jesters, but we're not fucking homos, nor are we sluts or courtesans. But we're not knocking the courtesans, the thieves, and the tax collectors that we will sit at the barbecue of the kingpin to teach about. That's chapter 9. Y'all need to go back and really read chapter 9 with this mindset in the Quran. Ak is a kingpin in the neighborhood. And he had all the hoes, all the stick-up boys, and all the scammers to stop hoeing, stick-up boying, and scamming to come and hear Yeshua teach. Y'all need to go back and really read chapter 9, man. Because all that tough shit, all that jail shit, all that shit is old, man. That's not what that shit's been done over 100 years ago. Can you imagine how insane y'all look these last 100 years? Seriously. In fucking sane. You need to fucking think about it. Over 100 fucking years. This is getting ridiculous. Now, back to our weather report. Back to our regularly scheduled weather report, right? This is for the young and yet unborn. So, like I said, I know my mother, mistress, consort is watching, and our son, and all the children that I've helped to make before her. You see what I'm saying? If y'all finally watching, great. Can't wait for the phone calls to start coming in. I ain't on that fuck shit either. So keep it real. If I don't know you and we don't know each other, I gotta get to know you, shorty. I don't know what your mama has you on. She might have you on some bullshit out there. All right, so let's just keep it a band. And respectfully, we're uplifting fallen humanity. Still, I still have profit noble duality in the forefront of my mind. So all you grand major templing people, the elders that think that I'm being disrespectful right now, respectfully, fuck you too, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not. And you can feel that shit because I know what I'm putting out in the ethers right now. Respectfully. Live from near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic, where none of you people here near the Maryland State Republic ever said or ever will do anything outside of Brother Thomas Ill, who I went when he invited me and the peoples I was around down the projects to eat with him and his peoples. And I broke bread with him appropriately like I do all of y'all that I ever went to go check me. And again, I'm not on no gang banging shit ever. I'm just Brother Hassan. You like it? Well, you don't. Let's do this. So, my brothers and whom I'm well pleased, any announcements, questions, comments, suggestions before we go and get started here? That was quite a fucking monologue. I Jay Leno'd the shit out of that monologue just now, but it was necessary.
No.
All right, let's tell them what we're going over, man. Let's do the screen share right now, right? let's do the screen share right now, guys, and have a fucking ball, right? So let me actually bring it up here. All right, put my bro on the side there, right? And guys, you already know, boom, we like to welcome you to our 7HealStar.com, right? Astrology firm, Astro calendar, March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023. Time never was when man was not, quoting Ilhad Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's how he's contracting in what's called the public. The term public is actually a military term, and to protect us from military actions, which is war here on the land. That's the purpose for the Moor Science Temple of America. Even though the temple is perfect and the prophet is perfect, there are obviously some jurisdictions out there that have maladministrations sitting seat. So what we're getting into this evening, this afternoon, of course, here, because it's about 1300 hours, 52 minutes here for the quote unquote Eastern Standard Time. That would be 1200 hours, 52 minutes Central. For the moon, right? The moon cycle, the month termed June, which has within it the air sign Gemini, which is the twins, ruled contemporarily and, of course, anciently, first and foremost, anciently by Mercury. And as always, anciently ruled by the moon is the crab sign Cancer, which has the element water. Alrighty, so this is the month with Gemini and Cancer in it. And guys, we're here right now at the 9th through the 15th. Alrighty, so we have for the 9th, we have Brother Terrell Tamari Bay for the 9th. Alrighty, then after that, well, you know, whoever does Tuesday, whoever does Thursday does Tuesday. So that's Brother Terrell Tamari Day. For Friday and Monday is I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, for Friday and Monday. For Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, for the 11th, 12th, and the 15th, it is no other than our beloved brother, in whom we are well pleased, our brother Braveheart L. Sean Alim L. will be knocking out the weekend and Wednesday to close us out for this cycle's 7HealStar.com astrology firm's 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. All righty, so that's what we're knocking out. We have, let's see, any void courses. I got a moon void course coming up at 1336 on the 10th. And that just if we already did the mathematics on that already, that looks like a 3-hour and 5-minute void course there, right? That I'll be looking at. And then let's see what else we got. The Luna enter Scorpio. Hey, Luna return for me. And there's another void course before entering Sagittarius at 1739. Brother Sean will get at that for the 12th. All righty. And the last void course we have there, it looks like it will be occurring right after the full moon, which Brother Terrell will be going in on, I'm sure, because he has Thursday and Tuesday. All righty, before Luna ingresses Capricorn. All righty, guys. So you see what we got coming up, and we appreciate you all showing up. I'm going to be sharing and do my best to be promoting and advertising this. Share it to the Facebook. Speak to everybody in the YouTube and the chat and say my peaceful greetings to you all. So let me come back here to the Zoom and then start screen sharing. I'll make sure I and Brother Terrell have remote control here to my computer here. Right? All righty. Oh man, do you got the picture for the 9th through the 15th? That I didn't give you the 9th through 15th background picture?
Hold on. Oh, actually, yes. I think I need to update it to my Mac.
Yeah. Only because I don't want the people to be confused since you got it up there. I didn't even know you were doing that. It's actually freaking brilliant, bro. That is brilliant, actually. Just to have that up there, it'll be great. So that people know that we're actually giving testimony for the 9th to the 15th, guys. Again, this is for the 9th June to the 15th June. And guys, you guys can also remember we have the link there in our story for 7HealStar. I know that I'm the immediate admin for 7HealStar's Instagram and our Astrology Street Instagram. So in the story there, you know, a lot of times when I post the stories, I post I post links, you know what I mean, that you guys can click on in the stories to go there. So when you guys go to check this out, you know, it's going to ask you to subscribe. Yeah, guys, look, subscribe to our email list. However, when you go and check out our YouTube, they're on the website on 7HealStar.com. It'll actually take you to the actual YouTube. But while you're there, you can check last Wednesday's presentation on our weather report. Hey, that's looking great, bro. Yeah, that's awesome, awesome, bossum. That looks super duper awesome right there, right? So with that being said, let's get this done, man. Let's get this in order. And who's going to kick it off is our beloved brother, whom are well pleased, brother Terrell Tamari Bay. So let me make sure I can share the screen here. It might go to right now. There. Yeah, who's got the sauce now, Wardy? You know what I'm saying? Who's got the sauce now? We got the juice and the sauce. Tamari. No, I'm kidding. We're not arrogant like that, guys. We know that the universe conspires in our favor. So therefore, whatever sauce and or juice we have is that in which the universe imparts to us. And we are just using appropriately and accordingly. So with that being said, guys, this is looking like what I got going on. I think I need to close this out. Let me close this window. All right. Which is, I think, it should have went out, but we'll see in a second. Yeah, there you go. Good. Free up some of that processor speed. All right. Are we moving? 2 seconds, y'all. There we go. I think we're moving now. We see this 34, 40. Good. All right. That's good. So let me actually stop this clock here. Just wanted you guys to see what's on the rise as we're beginning to get started. All righty. Let's get this interactive chart adjust up. And I should set this for the 8th, correct? So let me press 8. Listen, you acting kind of funny, baby. Two seconds, y'all. Eight. Boom, boom. 8.
I just had my lunar return too. Yay!
Update. There we go. I was pressing the wrong keyboard. This is amazing. I have a lot of keyboards around me. I have 3 of them. And I was pressing the wrong one. All right, here we go. So the 8th, that's what we got. Next day, we want to know when the next time the sun hits the ascendant, which would be the 9th, correct? Let's see what we got here. We have a Thursday, 9th June 2022, 5:00 hours, 44 minutes, 39 seconds. I think I have it all set to my beloved brother in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. I yield the floor. Islam.
Okay.
Did that really just happen? That wasn't supposed to happen like that. This is me giving you the remote. However, let's now come back here. All right. There you go, bro.
It's on. All right. So we're looking at the 9th of June, right? 1442. We're looking at the sun conjunct the ascendant. 18 degrees Gemini, 34 minutes. Yeah. So again, like always, just doing what you do best, doing what you like to do, so to speak, nourishing yourself and starting your day with some sort of some sort of reading or writing, so to speak, to get those dreams or thoughts that you may have had out, to be expressed in some way. But we're gonna move on and just look at the 2 aspects for the 9th. We got the moon opposing Mars. So, there can be some domestic warfare here, so to speak, in some way. It can be internalized.
I had twice. Ugh.
Say it again.
I had double tapped twice.
Oh, you're good. I think that's gonna happen in it's at 816 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, Mars is in the 10th and Moon's in the 4th. Yeah, so definitely something something being changed or uprooted within the home. And it may be needed, so to speak, because there's something that wasn't being listened to, so to speak. Could be having very prophetic thoughts around this time, what needs to happen. So, the turmoil or the tension within the home can be removed, so to speak. There's a lot of things from the past also being revealed here with this energy. A lot of things from the past are coming up to basically see if you've grown, or will you just repeat the same process, so to speak, like that same action that you used to do as a child. Will you repeat that same action in that same situation, so to speak? That Mars is, pretty strong here. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, you really just want to find your way to not be so moved by your emotions, rather find ways to creatively build on whatever emotion you're experiencing. So if you're experiencing frustration, instead of, lashing out, find out how to artistically create something, or, move your body so you aren't, blood isn't rushing to your head and you're getting headaches and shit like that. But, just really connect back to the traditional ways of things, so to speak, in some way. Definitely walk away from those energies that aren't really helping you. And don't let your intuition, or don't go into some sort of frenzy or poetic frenzy, telling yourself lies for whatever benefit, or I don't know, the spirit might then, I think I should do this, and you're just saying it based off of frivolous information, so to speak. So really just get to the nitty gritty and stop looking to prove a point, I guess, so to speak. Just walk away from what needs to be walked away from. Just really connect back to your roots. Yeah, and your culture. Adopting ideals that you know nothing of. That's pretty much the downfall. Things that you don't comprehend. Why are you doing it? This is at astrology too. You should probably, get an astrology reading, seriously. Or just, do your astrology yourself. Use Google, Moon square Venus, Jupiter trine Mars. I don't know, whatever in your chart, Google it. I don't know, figure yourself out in some way. Get the basis of it, the foundation, so you can build. And we're gonna move on to the moon trining the sun, right? They're both gonna be 19 degrees, 12 minutes. Moon's in Libra, as we know, and the sun is out. Well, the sun's in Gemini. Sun's in the 6th house. And the moon's in the 9th. I looked at you once I seen it, though, Brother Sean. That's so funny.
Still Cancer energy, right? 6 and 9, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, right. All right, I yield.
So yeah, this is just really, now you really know where you want to serve yourself and how you want to serve yourself and whomever you're closest to. Again, the childhood thing. You could be hanging out with your childhood friend a lot more recently or lately. Could be going on a trip with some childhood friend, possibly randomly. I don't know. But that really just helping someone, really get their intuitive ability, so to speak, or you could have a friend who's very intuitive. However, they doubt their intuition, but the things that they say always comes to fruition. So it's it could be helping them really recognize their abilities, so to speak, and helping them get comfortable with those abilities as well. But this could be a good study session, so to speak. Like someone could possibly be initiated to something, so to speak. Like, oh my God, I really get the astrology now. Like that the fact that the sun conjunct the ascendant is the sunrise or whatever. Just seeing how, the astronomy and the astrology is actualized, and it's not just some fairy tale that we're making up for our benefit or whatever. It's happening right now. We're rotating, so to speak, right? So really just connecting to those things that make sense to you, finding that. This could be a late night study session too, though. Getting into some studies with astrology, moons and Libra here, tropically speaking. So it could be like the civil law, ecclesiastical law, divine constitution and bylaws. Maybe, I don't know who has divine constitution and bylaws. I don't know who. Sounds like someone named Prophet Noble Ali. I don't know.
Right?
It's possible. I don't know. Constitutions, maybe, who has constitutions? What's a Magna Charta? Where'd that come from? It's the Articles of Confederation. I don't know. Those sort of things. I can be happening here. Just really figuring out what's the program that everyone has been under, this General Board of Education program. That could be a conversation, right? I don't know. But really just, you could be finding things from the past specifically, or old messages from the past. You may be finding things in jars or under your bed, and you can just like make you think of, someone dear to your heart, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But, just really open yourself up to joy and the beauty that that's here, so to speak. Bringing your creative spark to life. Like the things that seem boring, you can make them, amazing, so to speak. Like studying is actually fun if you actually know how to study. Well, it's actually more than fun. It's super exhilarating and mind-blowing. However, you don't know how to do certain things, you can't do it. You won't do it effectively. So, just really make sure you comprehend the things that you are interested in. With that, I yield the floor. Islam.
Yes, bro. I was sitting here taking down the last little bit of notes of everything on the calendar. I put everybody's appellation of who goes what next on the calendar. However, we have a solar ascendant conjunction, alrighty, for the 10th June, right? This is Holy Day, right? Happy Holy Degree, right? On this Friday when it comes, right? All right. So for that, happy Holy Degree, 10th June, alrighty. 2022, right? 0500 hours, 44 minutes and 32 seconds is when we're having the solar ascendant conjunction there. And it's at 19 degrees, 31 minutes in Gemini. And we see what's ruling that from the 10th house, just rising also, is Mercury. Coming up soon, too. I had an email coming out from a good sister in my email. I appreciate the sister. I think it's Mother Sistadi is what our appellation is. And just sending me on the article that I'm just saying about, people will be able to witness and see, right before sunrise, I think around the 24th June, which is about 2 degrees Cancer this year, 2 degrees, 52 minutes in Cancer, the sun will be. So right before sunrise, you guys will be able to see Saturn, which you can see now at all times. So it's the planets with the naked eye. You'll be able to see Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, and Mercury right before sunrise, especially from stargaze-friendly parks. So you find some stargazing parks in your area, just Google it. Where you can, do some stargazing that's friendly. So it's a major conjunction of planets in the sky, so to speak, that they'll call it. Or you'll just be able to just see some things. That's just really all it is. You'll be able to see some things when it comes to that. So that's just kind of like how I looked at there. Man, I just learned something, bro. I'm sitting here using the mouse and you're still making adjustments over there. That's fucking sweet. Pardon my language in that one, because not really pardon. That's fucking sweet, bro. Like, that's amazing. Like, I didn't know, so that's good. I'm still moving the mouse, but you're able to click, so this is great. So with that being said, yeah, guys, that's it. So for my first testimony, actually, Bro has set up for me. I have a lunar Saturnian trine It's a lunar Saturnian trine for the 10th, for is my first aspect happening. I think that's 0827 minutes. So it's boom shakalaka, and it's definitely you already. Man, we're getting this remote control team tag team thing done, man. I mean, getting it done real well, getting it down real well. So that's amazing. Alrighty, so this is good. Hey, build it while we fly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't grow up with people in fezzes on, you know, something I could see 3 times in a 7-day cycle. So, you know, give us some credit, guys. You know, we're doing this thing in front of your face, live and direct, three times out of 7-day cycle, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Alrighty, respectfully. All right, so with that being said, guys, you see for my first testimony, I have a lunar Saturnian trine here. Look, guys, lunar Saturnian. So we have the moon here, right? 25 degrees Libra, 14 minutes, and Saturn's at 25 degrees Aquarius, 14 minutes retrograde, still within the astrological area in the 8th house, right? So we already know that when it comes to numerical delineations, this is a solid 4-7. This is a solid 4-7-4, alrighty, in harmony with a solid 10-11, 11-8. So with that being said, guys, we're just really looking at this being a way for us to just balance the home, right? And not only will we balance ourselves within the home, however, what we're doing is we're allowing ourselves to be able to secure ourselves within the home and really find a way to be fair with one another. And look at Venus, right? Isn't she just doing so beautifully in the middle of where she's dominating from the 11th house, right? The 11th house, technically, if you guys want to really go there, the 11th house is technically 8th from the 4th. So when it really comes to joint energies, and maybe even with someone else's children, we're able to bring out some values that'll suddenly change the direction and where we're going and how we may even communicate for the collective, so that the wealth and the benefits that we have from our standing amongst us all, which is active, however, also a wounded healer, all right, to all those viewing. Venus is ruling the 4th house and just letting it be known that what's going to be delegated collectively is the means for us to take our joint energies and allow one another to bring the values there for a just and fair domicility. Being in triunity with Saturn in the 8th, look at that, 11th is 8th from the 4th, 4th is 5th, right? From the 8th is 5th from the 4th. So again, there's a children's energy, right, with a joint energy there, because also along with 8th energy, that's inheritances, joint affairs, right? 7th house is the relationship, so the values pertaining to that relationship here being 5th from the 4th just shows that we're allowing ourselves to really bring out some essentials, especially in areas pertaining to astrology, so that we can be able to allow ourselves to inherit the discipline and essentials that are necessary while, you know, making the things that are settling in settlement for a transformative relating. All right, so with that being said, my next aspect, actually, it looks like I have the Luna squaring Pluto there. And this is where the void of course for 3 hours and 5 minutes is going to happen. And with that being said, Luna is doing this at approximately 36 minutes after the 1300 hour. On the 10th, June 2022, still a holy day. As you guys can see, it is 1300 hours, 36 minutes, and 18 seconds thereafter. Alrighty, so with that being said, you can see that right here is the last aspect before Luna makes his last aspect, alrighty, to Pluto before it egresses. All right, it's egressing, which means it's exiting a sign before it ingresses. Actually, a sign that, you know, that the planet just last aspected co-rules, right? Which is Scorpio. All right. So with Luna squaring Scorpio, with our numerical delineation, we have home, balance, values. So that's a 4-7-2. All righty, numeric code, with a means for us to get over the challenge and or the obstacle, because that's the square. For us to get over the challenge and or the obstacle when concerning ourselves with assumed power and transformation, death and rebirth, or just ways of inheriting things. Death and rebirth isn't bad. You look at Pluto here. Pluto looks like a dying flower with the seed in the middle. Pluto has a very dandelion look to me. When you see a dandelion go from yellow, it opens, then it closes, and then it turns into the seeds that just you can blow off or whatever. But what usually happens next? Another yellow flower comes out. Alrighty, so the dandelion to me is the epitome of the Pluto glyph, or the Pluto glyph embodies in its one little glyph that of a dandelion flower. Alrighty, because the seed there for the next is there, even though the flower itself appears to be in the mode of decomposition. However, the next thing is there. And usually if you don't touch a dandelion and it does its first death and resurrects, then usually that dandelion is bigger and taller, as long as you don't uproot it. So with that being said, we're allowing ourselves to get over the obstacles and challenges when it comes to the things that we value and things that are also that we see in our home. So when it comes to the home values and how we're communicating in the home, those values, we are really allowing ourselves to really secure balance further in those values, so we can allow ourselves to really transform the essentials and the structures within the home, because now this is a time for growth. So if your home is making additions, you just got a new family of some sort, there's a new baby now and all that, you guys are now having the proverbial baby teeth falling out. If you had baby teeth in the way you were quote unquote domiciling, then there's going to be a change now. Now you're getting your adult teeth so you can, chew on life appropriately. All right. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would call this aspect here with Luna. All righty. Aspecting with the getting over the obstacle or challenge aspect, which is 90 degrees there, and allowing ourselves to be firm in how we stand in the home securely, while allowing the values that are going to be transformative, allow us to, really balance ourselves essentially. And I yield for my lunar ingress to Scorpio, which is happening about 41 minutes after 1600, that is. So just 10 seconds shy of the 41-minute mark. All righty. So with that being said, we do see, look, and this is a lunar rise, guys. Do you see that? This is clearly a lunar rise, right? So Luna's rising, and then look at how familiar that is as far as the degree that's on the ascendant. looky, Astro cookie. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things you just really realize are really under your thumb. You know what I mean? And it's just like you don't even want it to be there. You're not even trying for it to be there. It's all good, man. It's really all
hilarious, man.
Hey, man. I mean, we did this presentation during Lunar Rise. I'm giving a testimony about Lunar Rising. So let's just let Luna rise, man. So Luna's ingressing, however, from the 12th house. So Luna is in Scorpio in the 12th house, right? So Luna is given this 4-8-12 energy. That's so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? So there's a water trinity energy, fractally speaking, underlying this placement in Scorpio right now, this lunar ingress in the Scorpio in the 12th house. So we're allowing some new things to be secured while we are eliminating the things that had to be finished and ended, so that we can be able to come back out and now resurrect appropriately for us to allow ourselves to get the pleasures out of the relating with others that has occurred. Therefore, let's look at Venus again, still dominant, however, setting, right? So this is another energy of meeting the minds and allowing that which is dominating the relationship to allow ourselves to be able to make all things necessary, all legislating, legislating, that's Luna, executing, right? And balancing, checking and balancing that which is the overall health to how we're relating. So with that being said, guys, I would just say with this lunar ingress into Scorpio, we will be very mindful. Not only very mindful, like as this is happening too, you guys are going to see a pretty bright Luna because the sun is on its way setting at this time. So you guys will see Luna rising too also when this occurs. So it's going to be pretty when you guys see it. And it's right before the full moon, which takes place, and Brother Terrell will get to that on the 14th. All righty. And so I'm going to yield there for my lunar ingress next. And lastly, before Brother Sean Alim takes over for the 11th and 12th, guys, I have a Mercurial Plutonian trine here that's happened a little after 21 minutes after 1700. All righty. So what we have here, with Mercury trying Pluto. Hey man, Pluto's getting a lot of love, man. It's a lot of people influencing Pluto. Pluto influencing him back, because an aspect is a angle pertaining to influence. So an angle of influence is what an aspect is. All contracts, right? You really can nullify a contract by putting conditions on it, by checking the terms and conditions. So the same thing it is in astrology. I look at astrology the same way. If I know the terms and conditions of any planet, then I kind of going to know how things are going to kind of go according to my perspective. Other astrologers are different. However, I think with my own mind, and stay there. And there probably isn't too many of our sons and daughters that have anything to offer except, here, mommy and daddy, this is what we've been doing, and taking, ancestors' memoirs and translating them, and having our own astrological societies where we shut out, our ancestors, descendants and things like that or whatever. You know what I mean? So, hey, bro, I'm about to open the door for you. I'm about to come open it for you. All right. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm going to just go into this. So let me just say it as I'm going in. You can. Oh, no. We have to do the Mercury. I don't think we are there. Hold on. Mercury and Pluto. Yeah, we are there, 28 degrees. Look, 7 and 3, right? So we need to make sure that we're really communicating, guys, the things that we need. Because again, this is dealing with children, right? So when it comes to early childhood development and things like that, guys, you know what I mean? Make sure that you are really, truly allowing yourself to really transform the communication by allowing yourself to practice how you would like for everything to be communicated. So when you're relating the things that are of value, it doesn't fall on deaf ears or seems like it's something that is not worth really listening to. And with that, I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, as I go get the dough for Stretch. I don't know if y'all remember Stretch, but he's in our Pisces webisode of the astrology children's presentation that we do called Astrology Street. So you guys want to check the Pisces webisode, you get to see Bulldog Stretch. I'm about to go get the door for. I yield the floor. Islam, beloved.
Islam. Man, it's for like ages since I done been on the weather report.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, here we go. Let's get it going. All right, we're on the Saturn day, right? So we got sunrise, sun conjunct the ascendant, moon in Gemini. So get your understanding and will going on, right? All right, and we'll just get into the first aspect. We have a Venusian Uranian conjunction. All righty, so let's see. Really have to get that. So yeah. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? All righty, story. Oh yeah, I laugh like as soon as I typed this, I said, "Oh man, 6th house." I said, "Brother Jad." That's coming out 6th house strong.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, so we got Venus and Uranus in the 6th house, right? So we're at Saturday, June 11th, 2022 at 1800 hours, 57 minutes and 21 seconds. So I'm gonna bear testimony here for this, as that for this Venusian Uranian conjunction is who's out there painting or creating some radical pieces. Sudden change within the group and daily routine bring uplifting increases. Organizing thoughts that bring more ways to universally connect in order to bring a service to the collective that once tried they can never forget. An opportunity to reassess possession and values with harmonic controls to have a transformative breakthrough to end the cycles of things being the same. Hey Siri, play the album by Drake. Nothing was the same. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean that. No. All right, there we go. I can't say the hey SIRI or it's gonna pop up and be like, I couldn't find this album, right? So yeah, with that, I will yield the floor actually for that, for Venus and the Uranus conjunction, and I will move next into Luna opposing Uranus for my next.
You move fast, baby. Moving fast now. Come on.
Keep up.
I got to with you. Come on.
All right, let's keep it moving. All right, we still on a Saturday, you know, at 2100 hours, 4 minutes, 54 seconds. We've got Luna. That's in the 10th right there, you know, 16 degrees, 53 minutes, Scorpio, reflecting. Pardon me. Uranus at 16 degrees, 53 minutes in the 4th. All right, so I will bear a testimony as reflecting on the painted pictures, whether mental or physical, of the home and career life. Growth opportunity arises when merging the home life and career status to make things right. Radical change in the domestic, with the intense feelings of staying true to oneself, even when the projected attitudes of others are hectic. Making uncomfortable but necessary changes at the home and relationship with women to flush out old energies, so that ancestral wisdom and roots can bring in new energies, and the mind and inner being can become one in synastry. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and I will yield for the Luna Uranus opposition there. So this is just reflecting on what changes need to be made in the home and how that is reflected into the career when you go out there. So, you know, just making some adjustments, you know, nothing too major, nothing too minor.
That would probably be that, like you said earlier with your first aspect, that radical painting, like Basquiat or something, probably looking up Basquiat, being inspired by Basquiat or whatnot, his artwork, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
I'm over here advertising, guys. I'm in here about to, I forgot to tag y'all on the Facebook, but I yield. I know y'all about to do the Sunday though. But yeah, man.
You got a Facebook now?
Stop it. You stop it. My Facebook ancient. Yeah, I know, right?
I have a Facebook. I have a Facebook too.
No, you don't.
Don't, Brother Sean.
I didn't make it, bro.
No,
you don't. No, you don't.
I don't. That was a joke.
I know, like how brother Benjamin is certified to do exactly what we do, but he's not actively doing it in terms of how we do it, but he can do it. Is like how, you know, Brother Jag should be on all social media platforms doing the astrology more like that, but he really is more professionally active. You know what I mean? Off of social media. So it's like, what? Jag doesn't have a Facebook? No, he doesn't have a Facebook. Yes, virgins still exists. Okay, so internet virgins still exist. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's all good. I don't have a Flickr.
Virgin Maddie, yes.
Yeah, I know, right? Your Facebook cherry popped. Pause. So it's all good.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? You didn't dip into the Facebook vagina. It's all good, bro.
Yeah. That's
one illegitimate child you won't have to worry about some woman being on some bullshit with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. Well, all children are legitimate. What makes the illegitimacy is the fact that the mothers are unconscious, yet in the prophet's hands. So with that being said, it is what it is, bro. That's, you already know how I get down, man. Why hold, you know, truth? You know, truth is supposed to be set free, right? To set us. So where we at? We at sunrise for Sunday, right?
Sunrise for Sunday.
Hold on. We got one more.
What you got?
That was a lunar Venusian reflection.
Oh, I had that up, man. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that was me. I interrupted. That was my fault then.
No,
my apologies.
I'm on Sean neck.
Yeah.
I had it up, bro.
I'm gonna get my on. You ain't take
just do it real quick, Brother Hassan, so it can be a little faster.
What, Luna Venus?
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. All right, I got you.
I'm still on Sunday.
Yeah. No, it's all good. We'll take it back. It's going to be on a previous, bro. That's what you see. Just telling me to hurry up. So I'll do your Luna Venus, and it's a square, bro. Oh no, it's a reflection.
Opposition.
Yeah. All right, bet. So I got that. We'll hit the previous. We'll hit the Quan on the previous. Right? How's that looking? How you like those pomegranates there, bro?
Yeah,
Is that looking like Persephone can go down and kick it with Hades for 6 months out of the year? Pomegranate. That's why I said how you like those pomegranates. Anyway, I yield. Now I'll set the next one for him too. Anyway, I guess sunrise, and then that's all you. So go ahead, brother Sean. We yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
Oh, slime. All righty, we got the lunar Venus reflection here, right? For the Saturn day at 2100 hours, 15 minutes, 43 seconds. And I will give testimony as to this is an opportunity to reflect upon one's feelings and receptiveness in order to remove any negative habits to connect more with the family. How can the home become more harmonic so that the career is in parallel with the career like electronics? Finding ways to understand what contracts are and what they're not so that the work ethic and home life becomes a joy and the finances worries can stop. Thinking of ways for self-care and also doing something nice for one's mother or for some mothers that are involved in their life. And finally, structuring the emotional mysteries so that love prevails and transmutes the past pain into history for this lunar Venusian opposition here. So yeah, just, taking care or getting something nice for your mother or, any women, and, or, somebody could be even, buying some lunch for somebody at their job or, something like that. That's what I'm getting to. Like, somebody's going to run and blame, hey, I got this for you. I was thinking of you and I got this for you. Here you go. And you're like, oh, thanks. You shouldn't have. But I was hungry anyways, right? With that, I'll yield.
Yeah. It's definitely control your emotions around these times. You don't want to burn any bridges you don't want to burn. I say that.
Breathe and stop.
Think before you speak.
Breathe and stop. For real.
Think before you speak. All right, Sun conjunct the ascendant. Yes.
Gracias, amigo hermano.
See.
So we at Sunday, June 12th, 2022. We got the sunrise, right? So, while the sun is transiting Gemini, just get your metaphysical understanding and will on. Get your understanding and your will on. What? Get your understanding and your will on. All right. Everybody. All right. So then
put in work. Oh, I'm
put in work. Planting seeds in the dirt. At 5 degrees, gotta be a water or earth sign, man.
Yeah,
hilarious,
that's a fact.
Bro. You're hilarious. Let's continue. Y'all are hilarious, bro.
Let's see what we got here. All righty. I'm just 6th housing it up. I better leave Jag alone about the 6th house.
Yes, you shall.
Alrighty, y'all. So first up here, we have a lunar Saturnian, let's say square, just growth opportunity here, a challenge. So Luna's in the 4th at 25 degrees, 12 minutes Scorpio, and Saturn is in the 6th, at the same degree. So I'll bear testimony here, as this is a growth opportunity to structure the emotions and feelings in order to harmoniously form a new psychological foundation. Getting drunk off truth literature and not off spirits that only cause confusion and dumbness. Taking what doesn't work and not getting emotional about it, so that a proper plan can be laid out with steps and actions to bring the future into the now. How does one deal with others or life when tested? Do you face it head on, or does one just neglect it? Listening to the inner voice to be real with self and understand the internal mysteries so that there is no confusion as to why one keeps experiencing and repeating cycles of frustration and misery.
That boy is a poet.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Braveheart Air is gonna be.
Dude, I knew it was in there. You know what I mean?
You already know.
Yeah.
Well, if I just want to write to spit it off the top.
Yeah. They need to read Misery. They need to meet Misery.
Yeah.
They need to read Misery in the Circle 7. Read that chapter. How about that?
Shout out to Brother Jack. I'll make notes. If they don't read it, I'll read it to them. How about that?
Yeah.
So that is noted, right?
Yeah, we going Moon trine Neptune.
Moon trine Neptune. All righty.
Uh-oh. Damn, I hit it twice. Hold on.
Time skipping.
I'm here and I'm within earshot. You need me to back you up.
It's yeah, we good. Go ahead, bro. That's you. You got it out here.
All righty. So moving on this lovely Sunday that is gonna be at June 12th. Man, I just wanted to say June 12th. June 12th or June 12th.
Why don't you put that gun down and fight like a man? June 12th.
Oh man, right. All right. Yeah, at 1100 hours, 1 minute. So in the 4th, Neptune in the 8th. All right, so I will bear testimony as to whether it's the instincts or the unconscious, what can be felt here with awareness or with awareness or no awareness at all, are the secret emotions and desires that make us feel at home. For some, there could be dreams, visions of clarity pertaining to illusions and secret emotions, along with feelings about hidden oppositions that's only in the mind, mental commotion. With the death and rebirth, transits and cycles, going with the flow allows for an enlargement of the spiritual and material view, so that whether it's sunny or it's storming, the rainbows will always be in view. Finally, there is an active drive here when it comes to this new sense of the awareness of self. There is a fiery philosophical energy moving that is bringing boosted intuition and inspiration that hasn't been going on since the golden ages. Some could be very active in dealing or handling the state of their partner. Others will be physically seeing the duality of mental bondage and self-undoing and continuing self-development so that they prosper. All right, and yeah. So, but don't get too stuck in your, illusions and subconscious. Don't be a cheesehead like Aaron Rodgers, right?
Oh my God.
So yes, Luna trining Neptune. That's the next one. For
don't
that,
be a cheesehead.
So yeah, this home transformation here, right? So just continue to fix and do the work. With that past, what a separating conjunction with the South Node, right? So you can really able to see, what changes need to be met. Whether it's coming to you through dreams or visions, or just some random talks, or just however things show up for you, so that now you can take that and now really just make necessary concrete steps to transform the dreams that you see and bring it into the physical. Not you, Luna, trine Neptune. And we're gonna get on down with the next one. We got the moon sextile Pluto, and it's at 3:33. All right, on that Sunday. So, Sunday, June 12th and at 3:33. We have a Luna Neptune sextile, right? So you got Luna at 28 degrees, 10 minutes Scorpio in the 2nd. Pluto is in the 4th house. All right. So I've got here, this is real quick, right? Transitions of the mental after the law of cause and effects. The strongest desires of the whole and on individual levels is going through a growth opportunity pertaining to the termination of so much emphasis on earthly concerns. What is the nature of one's residence? How can the active thoughts we have brewing in the mind burn away the ego desires so that the internal golden lights can be expressed unselfishly? And finally, getting prepared for changes at the home. There could be some family secrets coming out here for some. Also, proposals could be made, so that now your values can be transformed, right? Because we know that it's that 482 energy with Luna here. So, just home, transformation, or merging, just values, because we're shifting, timelines and energy. So what you once valued is now, it's kind of, passing away, So are you gonna find yourself some new values, and level up, or will you just want to stay the same? And Pluto's going to bring those unwanted changes. So, whether you want it or not, the changes and the, ascension won't stop. And, hey, Google, play Diddy. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Hey, Google.
I want to say, the S one because it's going to pop up. How may I help you?
You are hilarious, man.
And all right, so yeah, I would yield for that Lunar Mars, Pluto's sextile there. It's a great time to, move on and grow. It's a 333. Would you look at that? It's a 9 energy. All right, so next up we got Luna opposite Mars, reflecting Mars. All right, so we got Luna at 29 degrees, 28 minutes Scorpio in the first, and Mars, Mercury is in the 7th, at the same degree here. So I give testimony to this. All right, here we go. What seems critical to the unconscious waters of our minds is really just a test of faith mentally. We have when reflections of intense emotions and being able to communicate those emotions. Some could be reflecting on some goals, writings, letters, etc., that they have kept to themselves. Others are looking at their inner self being and the outer version of that being in forms of partnerships, contracts, and business dealings. Finding fortune in the moments of the mysteries of self-attempts and the reciprocation of self-actions. So, what you plant, you sow. Fiery passion after treating the partner. Self-care. Self-care brings creative inspiration. New understanding and expansion of love with travel or opening up to higher learning wisdom. And finally, a future famous actor manifests on this degree or day right here. So for whoever sees this in the future, there you go. And after this, Luna will go void of course for 52 minutes. So would you look at that? We got a 5 on the left, 2 on the right there. And I will yield for the Luna Mercury reflection here. So, as me and Brother Jack said earlier, before you, say anything, just boom, breathe and stop. Right. And, just kind of communicate, just, listen and, listen, but not listen to speak, like someone could be telling you how they feel and you are already in your head, like, yeah, I ain't hearing none of this. So when she stopped talking, I'm about to go in, just stop, and listen and communicate here. This is just an opportunity to communicate, with your views and, you know, how you project yourself. And now you're, you know, with the values of whether, you know, how it comes out or with your partners or your, you know, whoever you do business with, you know, just breathe and stop, man. Just connect and reassess and reflect. And let's see. All right, so I got one more here. After this, we have the Luna and Sagittarius. Sagittarius.
Video.
Sagittarius.
Bear with me.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah. It's interesting. So yeah. Breathe and stop for real. Okay, we're still on the sun. Oh, looky. All right, so my last aspect for the lovely Sunday with Luna, Moon, Ingress, Sagittarius, Sagittario. All right, so I'll give testimony for this as to the Moon is now in Sagittarius. There could be events, memories, insight, or nostalgia about the early life. The waters within us all will be tuned into or towards some sort of higher learning, you know, however we look at that. Education for some, religious texts, or studies for other. Having a new sense and awareness of self after going through a few days of mental and subconscious cleansing. Scaling out different points of wisdom and fixing one's character and the home life environment. So yeah, with that, I would give for the Lunar Ingress Sagittarius and the first house, you know. Just, you know, read you some text, you know, be open to some new learning, go have yourself some fun, you know. And yeah, and I'll yield. Islam to me, bros, mi hermanos.
Yes. And here I go with my portion for Moon Day. I appreciate you, Brother Sean. And I have the 13th here, all right, because I had the 10th. I have the 13th also here. I have Luna, right, trining Jupiter. After I say what the sun is here at the ascendant, we have a solar ascendant conjunction here for the 13th. All right. And Sol is conjunct ascendant at 22 degrees, Gemini, 23 minutes, at 0500, 44 minutes and 20 seconds there with, look at that, looky astral cookie, 29 degrees, there's Mercury. So Mercury is being very masterful in its communication and self-disciplining oneself. And if we were to just look, you know, just very briefly, wait till, give me one moment, Brother Regulus. If we were to just look very briefly at 29 degrees Taurus, it's just very interesting if I would just say, just myself, just real quick. If we were to look at Taurus real quick, there's Taurus, right? There's Taurus. And we scroll down to 29 degrees just to see where the sun is actually touching, right? We're looking at a degree pertaining to fate, favored by fortune, a dramatic area of famous actors degree. So, you know, and it's also conjunct a portion where in 1942, on the 3rd May, there was a Saturn-Uranus conjunction. So that energy there also has some remnants when thinking about it. However, this is also, you know, just, you know, something to kind of look at. That's one thing. And then, you know, looking at Alcyone here, knowing that, you know, these fixed stars, as they were in 1925, have moved about a degree, 21 minutes, degree 20, yeah, about 1 degree, 21 minutes. So 1 degree is 29 degrees, 52 minutes, right? But to go 20 minutes from there, or rather 21 or 22 minutes, is 02 and 12. So it'll be 0 degrees, maybe about 13, 14 minutes into Gemini. So with that being said, now Alcyone would have, from our perspective here on Earth, would have now, been conjunct there. And then Mercury is going to come back and hit from, because, now Mercury is going direct now from its retrograde. So we can now anticipate that there being some awesome writing, some well-expressed literature and or some well thought out expressions already that's brewing also that will be very favored and very fortunate. Not really into like, doom and gloom or fatalism, so to speak. But however, when it comes to the vertex, in astrology, I think about fated relationships. And even though the vertex at that moment in time is at 13 degrees Mercury, also being ruled by, 13 degrees Virgo, also, Scorpio. However, also being ruled by at that moment, if you think about it, Venus is there in the 12th house also with Mercury. So it's like Venus is ruling over what Mercury's doing for the ascendant as well as what's happening for the vertex, if I'm not mistaken, there in the 6th, so to speak. Or hold on, let me see. Well, actually, that's Mars. Where's Mars? So that's really Mars ruling over that. Pardon me. So I was thinking for the 5th, but if I really just look there from Mars, and this is me, of course, Freestyle Wednesday, but even that is just super profound then, because now I'm even thinking that when it comes to that, what is actually happening with fated relationships and then Mercury communicating that which is on the ascendant, Mars is now dispositing for the 6th house in fated relationships. So we're making sure that even in this moment, as we ascend and, these things Ayurvedically pertaining to our endocrine system, we can also allow ourselves as above, so below, as below, so above, as within, so without, as without, so within, these energies actually expressing themselves with things that are potentially motivating us as we ascend that mooring also in our thinking, to allow ourselves to serve others and those that are serving us, to be those that allow us to bring to the forefront those things that may be foreign to our subconscious mind and the way that we may stand amongst witnesses. However, we'll be able to bring some things from our past that allow us to be able to move forward in how we're ascending and bring out those values pertaining to dominating, how we're going to relate to others and the health in that relating. So that's how I will even look at sunrise for that Monday. I know that was pretty elaborate for a sunrise. I did that because I normally have just 3 testimonies. So I'm very choicey with certain, things when I do certain testimonies. So just wanted to touch base on that. And I'll move forward now with my first testimony, which just happened at 0300 hours, 26 minutes on the 13th. I am having a lunar Jupiterian trine here. Lunar Jupiterian trine. So with that lunar Jupiterian trine that's happening well before sunrise at 0325 minutes and 37 seconds, as we can see here, we see the cursor. The cursor's in the center of the wheel, so I'm gonna bring it to the top left. 0325 minutes and 37 seconds thereafter for the 13th June. All right, that's Monday, 2022, right? So with that being said, now what we have going on, I have a Luna, right? Trining Jupiter, right? So Luna's at at 5 degrees Sagittarius, 32 minutes, right? Sagittarius, 32 minutes, while Jupiter's at 5 degrees Aries, 32 minutes also. So that's where the trine is. This is a 7th and 12th house trine. Again, Jupiter is ruling the 12th house here, along with the co-ruler Neptune there. Mars is co-ruling along with Jupiter for the Aries Libra axis is intercepted, thus having the 6th house being ruled by Mercury and Venus by some way. That's just what I use for my practice at the moment, doing this Uranian rise also while Chiron's rising, so is Mars and Jupiter. With that being said, we're seeing this beautiful event here. As the moon is setting in the 7th, we will see that this trine with Jupiter, we just see there's a perfect harmony between this 4-9-7 energy. And at 4-9-7 energy, let's just let us know that we're really allowing, you know, our affairs at home and maybe some, you know, possible foreign affairs or world affairs within the home that we are relating harmoniously with how we're going to expand ourselves. Alrighty, in basically the institution pertaining to health, really, and relationship health. So when it comes to expanding the institute actively, and especially with dealing with wounded healing, you know, a lot of people are going to be with this particular trine. This just signifies people being thoroughly able to, fortunately, remember the past, not forget it. Take those things that they've learned from past interactions and allow themselves to be very eloquent in speech, very honorable in deed and action, and allow their experience to be one that is functional. And that will happen on any level of interaction between sentient beings on the planet. Next, I have a mercurial ingress. I just spoke about the mercurial ingress, right? When I spoke about sunrise, right? And Mercury ingress is Gemini, now going back to being dominant again, dominant in Gemini, right? So we're going to find ourselves having some beautiful writing. These are probably, I mean, guys, you know, really making sure you're sharp on your studies, on contracting, all of that. Well, this would be really amazing to do, guys. With having Mercury there, as you can see, and Venus is ruling the midheaven when Mercury comes in, when it ingresses Gemini, guys. So this is really about publishing, guys. I mean, it's not a game. Venus is ruling the 3rd house and the 10th, while Mars dominating in Mars being ruled by Jupiter is ruling the 9th, guys. Let's really allow you know, you guys are going to see that the people are really going to make a change. Like they're now going to see and find a way even further to go with what seemed like was imaginary, and now they're seeing the truth in more of what seemed occult, and really seeing that esoterics really boils down to, when it comes to esoterics, it really boils down to one evolving their soul. Esoterics is soul evolution. The soul, the plane pertaining to soul, is the astral plane. Alrighty. So when you guys get tropic astrology charts done, you are getting an astral plane chart reading. When you get your draconic chart done, you're getting a causal plane reading, because that's the spirit pre-incarnate. When you get a sidereal chart reading, that is a phi cycle, right? Physical manifestation chart reading from us. That's how we do this. I've said that many times over the years. Alrighty, so with that being said, this is going to be a very beautiful and harmonious, well from outside of the beams of the sun, still Mercury. So you guys will be able to see Mercury being morning star, so to speak. And like I said, even more on the 24th, you will see a conjunction occur there. Alrighty, so that's exactly how that's going to go. Allow yourselves to maybe start a journal. Seriously, guys, allow yourselves to start keeping a house journal. You're really into astrology, right? As you're checking your transits and your progressions and things of that nature, as you're checking these things, right? Keep a journal to see if what you're reading is in full alignment with what you're experiencing. And you can also allow yourself to get yourself aligned with what you're seeing in the astrology, instead of allowing things to happen by chance. All righty. So you can begin to evolve your chart. I yield the floor on that mercurial ingress in the Gemini. My final testimony, and then you guys will have the beautiful stylings of 7 more testimonies given by Brother Terrell and Brother Sean. My final is I have a lunar Martian trine, and this is my final testimony, guys, here for this for our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report. And then I will be sitting here attentively to listen to the wisdoms of Brother Terrell and Brother Sean. for the Luna Martian trine here happening at 1800 hours, 5 minutes and 17 seconds thereafter. All right, we actually see that we have Luna in the first. So we're really allowing ourselves to really secure our higher learning, right? You know, we're securing our higher learning. There are things from our past that we remember, alrighty, that's really rising. It's like, oh, I'm having a unvelation about something from my childhood when I was 7 or 8 or 9 years old, that now it's clicking, and now I'm going to go to the store and get markers and crayons and stuff. My family's probably going to think I lost my mind, but what you end up doing is probably creating an invention or something, right? That really allows, you know, it's because I mean, look where Mars is. It's in the 5th house pertaining to creation. Right. So so there's going to be this childlike inspiration that occurs really seemingly coming from out of nowhere. Right. Where you're going to allow yourself to be very active in how you create the things that come from your subconscious mind, seeming to be foreign. However, they're from within you. And now you can be able to take things seemingly it's probably something from your past life, even also. And I'm not trying to sound all mystical and stuff, but guys, allow yourselves to be open to these things so that you can be able to assist us in uplifting fallen humanity. All right. This is not about being slick and, oh, let me get out. No, this is about being in harmony with nature. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Islam.
All right, so we're looking at Tuesday, the 14th of June. We're looking at the sunrise, right? 0544 seconds, 44 minutes, 20 seconds. Pardon me. The sun is at 23 degrees, Gemini, 20 minutes, right? So again, pretty much like Brother Hassan just said with the journal thing, definitely go get you a journal, start writing, and like we've been saying, getting into the literary arts, you know, whichever one floats your boat. Musical theory could be a good thing too if you're a musician, maybe. I wouldn't, whatever, why not? Some sort of, you know, learn something new that may seem foreign to you, so to speak. Try learning a new language, possibly. Connect, you know, again, always connecting to your cultural roots. Maybe learn Hebrew, Latin, you know. Connecting back to your roots, especially with that Mercury being dominant, it may be surprising to you how fluent or, you know, good you are at learning these languages, so to speak. So yeah, we're gonna look at the full moon here. It's gonna happen at 0752 seconds exactly, 51 possibly. You know, we'll see. But this is really just that time to find the beauty in your gifts, like Brother Hassan was just saying. You can really be finding you can be connecting to the beauty within yourself. And it could be, you know, it could be uncomfortable based on the program that most of us have went through. However, it's also very refreshing to, you know, see yourself and where you've come from that experience, so to speak. Like, if you didn't experience that specifically, you may not be who you are now. So you may want to take heed of that and really just embrace that and who you are and where you've come. Just again, really find the beauties in your gifts. Look at your consistency or inconstancy. Are you consistent? Are you inconstant within the things that you do that you love? Really submitting to the things that really, you know, light that fire under you, and that makes you, you know, happy, or, you know, that makes you want to help people in general. And, you know, it just makes you, it makes you feel good that you made someone feel good simply by helping them with whatever it is that you love, or just helping them, you know, eradicate the falsehoods and the anthropomorphic stories that we like to cling to for our, you know, own benefit, so to speak. However we make it fit, Shango, Ogun, whatever, Oshun, whatever god or demigod, I don't know, Moana, Maui, Ratatouille, Remy, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, any type of god that you look up to, you should probably be reformulating that energy and going inside yourself and seeing that you are that god, that constellation or that invocation. You've been called upon. So, what are you going to do? What is your purpose? What are you doing? This is that moment. This is that clarity here. You realize it. And now it's pretty much that time, or that time that you actualize it. It's like, again, you're figuring out what lights that fire under you. The bad habits are pretty much definitely considered, specifically because the moon in the 6th house again, Brother Sean, right? So It's like what's really serving us, again, like I always say, we have full control of the 6th house, 12th house, not so much in a sense. So with the 6th house, with the moon being there, we're realizing these our upbringing, the things that we've been through, certain school of thoughts that we may have been through, and where they have placed us at this moment, how it has molded, your character, who you are, so to speak. So now, again, the bad habits are being considered and what needs to be removed for certain growth to happen, so to speak. And this is the full moon, so you're not planting seeds now. Everything that has been planted, it has shown its face. So now the moon is going to start to wane, and now you just rest and watch what needs to be, plucked from the garden of your mind, so to speak, and maybe be your actual garden, literally. So yeah, just really, what are you really devoted to? That's the question here with this moon, this full moon, and you'll know for sure with this energy here, because all of the cruel energies within yourself or within your group dynamic, all of this shit is going to just be coming out. It's coming to a head. Everything's coming to a head. Insincerity, oh please, you remove yourself. That's just what it is. But with that, we're going to move on. But specifically with this full moon, just do something unusual, so to speak. Go to that restaurant, that foreign restaurant that you've never been to. Specifically, anyone near the Ohio Corporation or Cleveland Corporation, go to Kafaya's Kitchen. Phenomenal. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Moving on.
Something unusual that you never done before.
No, for real, man. Seriously. Moon sextile Saturn. Right. So, this is that ability or that chance to actualize or apply discipline to our life. So we know certain things or certain principles that mold us, so to speak, or that we live based on or not. You live based off principles and morals or not. So now you're starting to realize if you don't have morals or boundaries, you should probably start emitting those into your relationship so you can stop dealing with certain things, so to speak. If you do have morals and boundaries, you're starting to really just actualize it more, and you can more than likely help beings who aren't seeing. They may not be seeing things clearly. So this could be the opportunity to actually, express that, truth, or give some type of philosophical aspect of it so they can start to get what they are misunderstanding. They're not comprehending certain things that they're relating with or dealing with.
You good, bro?
The brother Jay freeze up?
Yeah, I'm thinking. That's why I'm saying here. Like, why is it quiet?
I'm like, hold on, what the happened?
I'm like, hold up, why is it quiet? Okay, well, maybe I thought where we had left off was Luna sextiling their Saturn. That was the last thing he was going over. I'm seeing this here right now. However, in continuing, what I'll do is I'll bring up the next aspect, which is a lunar Neptunian quartile. Alrighty, where Brother Terrell has a void of course here. This is the last aspect that Luna makes before egressing Sagittarius and thus ingressing Capricorn. All right. So there's a lunar Neptunian quartile. All right. And with that being said, let me go to the next aspect there.
I think I'm back.
You back, bro?
Jag is back. Jag is back. Jag is back.
You know, so with that being said, I think I got it there. I have the lunar Neptunian quartile there. Appreciate you, bro. Travel safely, bro. You got it. You got it, Jag. Still freezing up.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that sounds so much like digital water.
Quartile.
Digital
Yeah,
water.
I think so. Can you hear me?
That's a little better.
Can you hear me?
That's much better. That's much better.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Clear?
No, it's digital water again.
Digital water?
Yes, this is great.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's
Am I
much
clear?
better.
Are we clear?
Yeah.
I'm good. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Lunar square Neptune.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna.
Pick up the phone.
All right. I'm gonna make it quick. 10:58. Yes, 10:57. 1 second short. Pick up my. No, don't talk. Neptune is in the 8th. Moon's in the 4th. Right.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay. So this is that moment to evolve, so to speak. This is just a moment to evolve. As we always mention, eradicating falsehood, truth, and the realities of life, the ultimate realities, metaphysics. So, really, again, connecting and what your cultural roots are not, and not adopting, principles that you know nothing of, right? So, no more dystopia, unless you like that, so to speak.
Ooh, this is rough.
But yeah, this is enhancing growth. This is the time to grow.
I think we're catching that. You said this is
let go of the bad habits and the things that are not no.
Grow and
Say it again.
let go of the bad habits.
Yeah, let go of the bad habits. You're letting go of the bad habits and you're enhancing, your growth. So once you let go of the bad habits, your growth enhances. You instantly start to grow, specifically, very intensely as well. So with that, just really yield to it. I'll yield the floor with that.
That was perfect. I mean, it's funny, I got clearer later. However, you have this lunar ingress here. So that is a void of course for...
Oh, yeah, 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours is 16 minutes. Yeah. 7 hours and 16 minutes, the moon goes for...
Oh, wow. That signal.
What is it? Beware.
Are you on your phone?
Not spend your finances. Be mindful. Yes. Because this is definitely early in the day. So I'm on my phone. The computer got wiped out, man.
You're good either way. Go ahead, say what you were saying about the finances, and for those 7 hours and 16 minutes that people should just basically, hey, don't spend your finances between 10:58 a.m. Eastern and 6:14 p.m. Eastern, or 1800 hours, 14 minutes. So, but go ahead, finish saying what you were saying. How you?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just really don't spend your finances. Be mindful on how who you're relating with and how you relate. And self-talk. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself on a day-to-day basis. Is how you...
All righty, let me go and put the solar ascendant conjunction here for the last day that we're having here for our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. We yield the floor for the last three after the solar return, last three testimonies by our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, Brother Braveheart L. We yield.
Islam. All righty, we got the solar sun at 24 degrees Gemini. So, just a few more degrees, days till that ingresses Cancer. Right. So, just, stretch, move around, and just continue to look at the dual nature of things. And I will yield and get into my first aspect.
Wow, that's Lilith. Yeah, Lilith does look like it's about to ingress Cancer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Even though it looks like Lilith kind of goes backwards a little, I don't know. But yeah, looks like it's, yeah. Oh, anyway, it's a mathematical point either way. So let's move forward. Hold on. We're moving forward or backwards? Looks like we're moving backwards. 0321 minutes. Jupiter, lunar Jupiterians quartile. I yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
All righty. So we are at the Wednesday, the Mercury day, June 15th, and we've got Luna at 5 degrees, 48 minutes Capricorn, making a partile square growth opportunity here with the Jupiter at 5 degrees Aries. All right, so we got some 9/12 energy here. So this is just an opportunity to
challenge.
Here
we go. Yeah, I was going to challenge. Yeah.
So this is just a emotional subconscious challenge here of openings oneself up to the benefits of higher learning and, just really reflecting on the wisdom and, that we have learned in our journey so far, along in our journey so far, so that now we can look at ways that we can expand that by means of healing or really just getting into the real spirituality, the art of breath here. Let's see, we got 5 degrees Aries, so we got 9, 12, 1. So yeah, this is just some double healing here, right? So it's like, do you really want, the better things that we know that we can do and, that we're capable of, and, so, what our emotions, or our subconscious could be telling us that, there's limiting things going on that, that it's okay to be where you are now, or these invisible limitations. But in all reality, when we look at, we use the higher knowledge, higher wisdom to look at what's hidden. We see that there's no separation between anything, that everything is all interconnected here. And so, what's Saturn at? All right. So, and then this could come by means of, within the group. So you could be talking with, a father figure here. You could be, listening to 7HealStar, or just seeing other astrologers postings, on via the internet, that really gets you, questioning yourself and looking at things different than what you have up until now. So that now you can really expand upon that, the waters of your mind. And now you can step into the cardinal energy to really step it up and boost things. And we look at Mars Chiron there. So this is just a clearing of the head. So this is just letting go of the past, all mistakes, and knowing that whatever path you're on now to better yourself will bring the healing. And so this is an opportunity just to heal your mind, so that now you can take your ambitions and drive and transform it, your mind, body, and, spirit here. So this is just a 5-cycle causal and astral healing here. But in order to get to that, you have to just accept things for what they are, and really be open to new forms of, relating with others here. And with that, I will yield for the lunar Jupiterian partile square. Let's see what we got next. We got a lunar Martian, got another square here. So this still here on the lovely Wednesday, Mercury day here. So at first now there was a, challenge to really expand. So now with this is now a challenge, to the home life and, your ambitions and drive, right? So this is taking a look at what you want for yourself and your attitude and identity. Is it too limited? Is it too, closed off to where it can't be expanded? And if so, now you can take that and, the attitude and everything that you learned from the home, you can take your identity, your self-identity, you can take your values and your mind, and now you can, incorporate all this into the home, so that now you can go through this mental grave, just to shed everything off that needs to be shed off. And so that now with Mars being active and dominant, ruling the 4th house here, so let's see where Scorpio is. So this is, ruling the 4th and 11th house Mars is. So this is just some active transformations within the home and within the group here. So, reading some literature here, just going over concepts, jurisprudence, civics, different type of things, so that you can, take what you learn within the group, transform yourself, and now you can take that back to the home and teach it to mother, so that now a mother can teach it to her children. And so that now we are all falling in harmony with Prophet Noah Jolie and setting the house in order, because the home is the first government here. And we know that Capricorn deals with government, career, and structure here. So you're just taking the subconscious and sculpting and molding that with the right, drive and ambitions and, literature, just to really transform the group. And, just be, the humanitarian, because freedom is everybody's job. So once we see that we're all connected and, we're all here to do something great and major, we can really put our heads together and, start doing the work that needs to be done in order to bring some true harmony here with this. And when we, expand that with Jupiter, because, Jupiter ruling over the 1st house, as a final dispositor for Luna here. So, there could be some trips being taken right now, some home trips being planned, right? Or some could be out there, looking for a home away from home. Is what I can say with that. And I'll yield for the Luna Martian partile square. So
Mars is definitely dominating final dispositorship over Jupiter, doing dispositorship for Luna. So yeah, Mars is definitely strong. in this square here, while ruling over the 4th, 11th, and 12th, and Luna ruling over the 8th. So I think that is very striking in the things that you said here.
Yeah, and just structure the emotions. If you have your goals, if they need to be let go, okay. So just finding a clear, definite plan so that you know where the destination is, so you can still enjoy your journey. And once you know the steps that needs to be taken to where you want to go, as Brother Benjamin says, full put the pedal to the metal, but don't put it too hard. If you especially not knowing the destination, enjoying the journey there. But I yield.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, so there's your lunar Uranian trine here in your final testimony.
Final testimony. Delineates.
Indeed.
Let's see. What is that? Uranus. All right, there we go. Alrighty, so we got a Earth trine right here. All right, so we got Luna at 17 degrees Capricorn in the first house still, and what you looky, Uranus in the 4th. So now this is just a harmonic energy here with just the subconscious structures and just the radical thoughts, and breakthroughs that one could be looking for or looking to initiate at the home. So now it's, going through now a new cycle. So it's like, what, changes need to be made, looking at uncomfortable changes here. With the Luna being in the first, so we got some, 4, 10, 11, 1 energy. So just some home hopes and wishes, career structure here. And now it's a new sense of self. So now it's like, things could be coming clear as to just like what's, one can do, how they can fix themselves. And when they fix themselves, they're fixing their domicile and all their affairs. So just some new set of values to really deal with, and kind of any hidden emotions, really just being honest and true with yourself, because that's the only way that, we can really progress and accept things, just being honest and true with ourselves, accepting a new sense and form of responsibility. And, just I'm also getting something for the children, maybe find a new game they like, or doing like a game night here to, not only have fun with, the mother and children in your life, or, if you don't have any little ones, finding something to enjoy with yourself, at your own home, right? To have fun, but also learn at the same time. The sun's still transiting Gemini. So, just having some fun here, a new sense of values and structure. It's a new foundation being set here. And actually, I'm going to look to see, I'm not sure, 17 degrees Gemini. Capricorn here. Appreciate that, broski. 17 degrees Taurus. Since that's there. So we got appendicitis. Capricorn. What you got there?
Oh, pardon me. Hold on one moment.
We all good, broski. All right, intellectual and government. So would you look at that? Government starts at the home. So Uranus, that's the Luna. So now you're looking at the mind after reading these literature, looking at different lectures, and now you're ready to start incorporating that change and breakthrough, not only within yourself, but the home as well, so that now things can start to be fixed. Let's see, appendicitis. So I'm thinking inflammation of the appendix. So also, just be checking your health too, while you're making these necessary changes to your mind, but also be wary of the body.
Mercury is north node too. It's about 17 degrees.
14, yeah. So
yeah.
And there's some communications here as well. And Saturn ruling final dispositor for the first house there, right? And he's in the second house of values. So now you're starting to be like, hey, we've been seeing these brothers talk about astrology for a very long time now, but we're really actually starting to get it and see how we can incorporate the as above, so below principle into our daily lives and see how astrology rules everything daily here.
I will say yes to that. Not you.
Yeah, Mars right there. Well, in the third, but ruling over the fourth. So once again, some real active energy here in studies. With this energy, with this lunar, Uranian trine energy here. So I'm
dominating sudden change in the values in the home.
Yes, so I'm definitely gonna be having my eyes open to the social media to see, what's gonna shake up in the home, who's gonna say enough is enough, to really wake up and take responsibility and accountability, for the action so that, hey, things can be fixed. It's up to us to fix things and not depend on others when those others have no means of really helping to fix things, but to only keep taking those peanut butter sandwiches.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Where's the brother Taj? And with that, I will yield for the lunar Uranian trine.
All right.
Restructuring the home, the governmental mindset and home.
Islam. Brother Terrell, can you turn your camera on so I can spotlight you back there, bro? Please and thank you. If you're there. If not, that's fine. I can leave it here, but I was going to spotlight you back in, bro. But I can't do it unless your camera's on.
Come here, bro.
Well, the Regulus has exited the wormhole.
What?
Hold on, let me bring him in.
Oh, my computer wants to work now. All right.
There's our bro right there. All righty, you all. So without further ado, I think it's well worth it, guys, for us to just go and let you guys know. Look, it's you looking at we three, I, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, and Brother Sean Alim L, are the three that are out of the five that are active with this full-time. We're full-time international as well as galactic certified professional astrologers. That's another type of CPA, right? We're not certified public accountants, even though we are an astrological firm. We are an astrology firm, and we are very accountable for what it is that we do. And we're number one in the galaxy for ethics, because our principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. How much more ethical than that can you get? All righty. Truth is simplicity. All righty. So with that being said, let's just take this on over here, right? Shout out to Prophet Noble Ali, as always. Let me kind of slide that so we can get a good glimpse at who is at the forefront pertaining to our minds. All righty. Everything that I do, when making my contributions to the Moorish divine and national movement of the world, is because of that which was published over 100 years ago by this man that you all see, El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, all righty, having us organized in 1925 as the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, all righty. And then in May 1926, according to the laws pertaining to the Illinois State Republic, we, as a civic organization, all righty, legally incorporated, being and adopting as our corporate name, all righty. Well, first of all, as a civic organization, Moorish Holy Temple of Science. However, according to the legal requirements, all righty, if I'm not mistaken, make sure I don't have my dates mixed up. It was November 29th, 1926 was the legal incorporation civic organization. However, I think that was November. In May 1928, though, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All righty, May 1928, because that's according to our Moorish literature from the excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. All righty. All right. So when we're doing what we're doing, guys, this is not a poppy show. All righty. We're taking this very seriously, and this is not some dogmatic religion show either. This is not televangelism either. All right. So we're clear that this is dealing with sincere and real world politics. So, you know, at the end of the day, guys, when we're doing our mirror sessions, honestly, sincerely, Brother Sean, and Brother Terrell do a mirror session. It is worth at least, honestly, 990 units a session, because we're worth at the least 330 units an hour, because of what we can really do. Not just for singular sentient beings, but also for your corporations, provided your corporations are operating in honor per how your board actually conducts itself. All righty. Make sure you're really keeping your model rules for professional conduct intact. So with that being said, Prophet Noble Drew Ali has already solved our problem. We just need to study what was already done and then strengthen that. That's what enforce means, strengthen. So study what has already been done, and then you will comprehend. I, Brother Terrell, Brother Corey, Brother Sean, and Brother Benjamin, and Senior Jackson Day. You will comprehend. There are many other brothers that are very adept also. Shout out to Brother Bruce. Shout out to Brother Jaron. They're very well versed in astrology also. You know what I'm saying? However, on the front lines, you do see us. And we're doing this. We know it's technically putting our life on the line. However, we don't care. Not to that extent, because we know that we're not out here doing things in a way where we're trying to be better than or take charge of the situation. No, Prophet Noble Drew Ali is in the forefront. And this is not dogmatic. We do not worship this man. We honor Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All right. So I just want to make sure that you guys are comprehending who is here on this screen. All right. So let me now go right here. So again, honors the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, supreme honor. All right. 7HealStar.com. You guys see I have saved to my homepage, 7HealStar.com. All right. And our natal chart calculator there, free courtesy of Astro Chart. You guys can go and cast your charts for free there, guys, on 7HealStar.com, courtesy of Astro Charts. You go any further than just casting your natal chart, all righty? You go any further than just casting your natal chart, all righty? Then you're doing business with Astro Chart and not with 7HealStar. We do not have a contract with them. We do not get residual income of any sort. This is a courtesy of theirs. We put it up there as a courtesy for you guys because we are not only, however, the #1 Moorish American astrology website out there. I'm not knocking any of the other Moors that, you know, my mothers and brothers out there that may do astrology. You know, shout out to you. I look forward to working with you. All righty. In the dimensions to come. I mean, there's no reason why we can't eventually, you know, start coming together, because, you know, our astrology firm can really, really grow sincerely. And I'm just letting you guys know, like, all that plan to infiltrate and all that bullshit, like, you, oh man, ooh, goodness gracious, that's lunch to us. Don't, I'm telling you now, you will get Bobby flayed out this motherfucker. Anyway, so you know what I'm saying? Iron Chef style. So here we go. I know, right? Morimoto style. So guys, to just really check, you know, why we do this every Wednesday, guys. We would love for you guys to make sure you go on and get your personal full year, right? One for you, your very own full year 7HealStar Astro Calendar and Transit Report. Yes, that is not a typographical error. 180 units in lieu of lawful money is less than 50 cents a day. And you will get a 12-month calendar, and you will get the transit report also. And the reason why it's because the artwork is that which I had taken the time to put together. All right, and that's how it actually goes that way. However, guys, that's basically what that is there. Also, in moving forward, we would like for you all to make sure you get your Mirror Astro Literacy sessions. Like I said, for right now, there are 153 units in lieu of lawful money. Like I said, I told you guys what it's worth. However, we're not dirty Moors that sell packages. All righty. And then they were very, very fair. And we know that we have the potential to be able to do and get much more and all these other things. However, first and foremost, we are extending the olive branch to our own unconscious Moors that may still be classified as Negro, Black, and or colored, or African American, things of that nature. That is not your nationality. Your nationality is Moorish American. What is Prophet Noble Ali's nationality? Moorish American. So with that being said, guys, your Mirror Astroliteracy session is paramount. All righty, and you can get that from either myself and or Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, as well as Brother Corey. He does them also. However, he's incorporating that within his clients that he cares for when it comes to doing the nutrition, as well as you guys can get your sea moss there, your 100% raw sea moss from One Heart Supplements. Just go to the Instagram and just DM him. You guys will not be disappointed getting it from Brother Corey. But he will, you ask him about a mirror session, he will conduct it. All right. However, you guys know in the forefront, besides myself, it is Brother Sean Alim and Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. So you can get the Jaguar Solar Mirror Astro Literacy session from Terrell Tamari Bay, also 153 units in lieu of lawful money. All righty. And then the mental magician reports, I already know that they're going up. You guys need to see the samples that Brother Sean is doing. All righty. Like, if you guys really go to our Astro Weather Report tab, right? And you guys, like I said, you can go and see the last one that we did last Wednesday. All right, to see how things are going down. Like, hey, are we manifesting that which we, foretold? Ooh, they're doing fortune telling. Shut up. No, we're not. What we're doing is we're actually allowing you guys to really see that this is your ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset, so that your days may be long upon the earthland. So Brother Sean does the mental magician reports. You guys need to come and you can download this. Like, do you see this community service that Brother Sean is doing? Like, he's literally taking his time. He's putting this report together. He's not just, oh, I got some software and I do. No, like, I'm very like, when it comes to my bro, I love my bros. Yes, we're grown. However, I don't fuck around. We're not doing plagiarism around here. Cite your references. So you're going to make sure that when you see what Brother Sean does, if you were just to click through this and just go through it, if I was to just go through it and want to see his sources, I trust that on this website, you will be able to go to the last page and see his sources that he cited to be able to put his report together. All righty. So Brother Sean is very well worth his hire. And so are all the rest of my brothers. All righty. So guys, we are really following the instructions that we see per how we're meeting Prophet Noble Ali in his literature, meeting Brother Charles Mosley Bay in his literature, also whom I call the Caliph in my heart, because I look at him as defending our faith, which really is not really even a so-called faith, but it's really just the fact that what we deal with being Moorish American is our Moorish Moabite zodiac science of the, you know what I'm saying, and the geometry and the numbers 0 through 9. All righty. Our Moorish Moabite zodiac science, geometry, and the numbers 0 through 9. All righty. We don't deal with belief systems. All righty. We know how to interpret things that have been written in poetic fiction. However, we are universal apprentices, and we deal with astro-masonic fact so that we can be able to build our character appropriately. All righty. Yes, Islam. So that's what I'm saying there, guys. Like, we're not wasting time. Brother Sean did. He was the one that was like, hey, guys, what's up? I would like to be a part of 7HealStar. Him and Brother Benjamin joined after going through our intensive here. We go back to the home page. All righty. And you guys scroll down and you see right where we have our appointments at, our online appointments. We just click that tab here next to appointments. It says classes and events. Right. And really right now, this is extended to those that are sincere Moorish Americans. You guys have been, more than well studied in the Prophet's literature for over years. Some work out there that we can research and see on you, things of that nature. That's really how we're really, quote unquote, vetting people, for lack of better terms. And so Brother Sean is the reason that we have the 7HealStar Astrology Astroliteracy Sessions Protocol Certification Workshop Intensive. And the reason why it's 324 units in lieu of lawful money, because it is 12 classes already well documented. All you guys will have to do is go through it. I myself personally would have to really see if you comprehend these things after you go through the videos. You go through video 1, you can contact me. I'm very approachable, very realistic. All righty. We're not celebrities. I know we're on a screen. I know we're being streamed and things of that nature. I know that we're organized, you know, so to speak, as best as we can, you know, as you know what I mean. We all do our part. I am Brother Sean, the Leo Mercury Moors, you know what I'm saying? And he's definitely making sure we're well ahead in advance. He definitely makes sure he gets things prepared. So with that being said, I'm just saying, guys, this is the reason why we have this intensive, so that we can be able to express ourselves via our own free national press, to shovel ourselves from up under the avalanche of lies that are heaped upon us, not only annually, however, daily also. And I'm paraphrasing Prophet Noble Ali. All right, so I want you guys to really comprehend why we have these things here. So whenever you see a number there, just divide it by 27 and you'll see how many videos is there. You see 108, that must be what? How many videos is 108? 4 of them. You know what I mean? You take 108 and divide it, use 27 to divide that, that's 4 videos. Take 27, divide 324, that's 12 videos. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be well averaged at 3 hours at least. You know, some of them 3.5, some of them are 4 hours. You know what I mean? So you guys, we have things here to let you know what is really going on. We're not just having a website. It's just, you know, some dummy things here, guys. You can really benefit from what we went over here. I guarantee you will not be disappointed, especially those of you that are Moorish American. So according to my international colleagues out there, I would be considered a certain niche. I would have a certain, you know, niche audience or whatever, since we're Moorish American. However, we're not niche. We're the mothers and fathers pertaining to civilization, and you respect that, period. That's not being mean. That's being honest. That's being in harmony with nature, so that we can honor our ancient foremothers and forefathers, so that our days may be long upon the earth land. All righty? Never forget, 1 green pepper has enough seeds for a village to have 1 green pepper plant. All righty? Get a green pepper, has about, let's see, 50 seeds to it. 50 people in your community all now can grow a green pepper plant. That's called economics. All righty? So that's what you have here, guys. These are some really awesome peppers. All righty? Some really, whatever your favorite vegetable or fruit is, insert your analogy here. All righty, insert your metaphor here. All right.
Insert analogy.
Yeah. So this isn't a, you know, if you want to feed a hungry child for just 35 cents a day, you know, come to 7HealStar. That's not what this is. What this is guys, really check this out. Really see what we're about. Really see what the dictates of your soul says. You know what? I think I want this. So when you guys see right here in the featured products, yes, I have the Astro calendar for 36 units. It's not the personal one for 180. This is just the general one that you see us going over throughout every Wednesday or whatever. But if you want to get it as a novelty, you know, you can get the PDF. It's 36 units, guys. We'll send it to you. You can print it out yourself. I am going to make sure that the artwork for the next one is done so that the ingress is all aligned with the dates. With that being said, the Little Star Seeds AstroLiteracy says still 30 units right now, guys. I print these myself from my printers right here next to me. All righty, so I print these myself. I've put these together myself also. So I'm doing my self-publishing this way. Eventually, I do look to maybe expand myself. So, you know, that's a shout out to Caliph Media. You know, so that's just something that I'm putting out there in the ethers. Annual Perfections Cycle Study Sheet. That's a free download. The Astrology Street with Brother Hassan title sequence and 7HealStar Astro Study poster. Pale means black. Alrighty, that Astro Study poster with the pale background or the black background is a free download. 7HealStar Zodiacal Releasing Dimension Cycle Study poster. That's a free download. Alrighty. So not only do you guys you can catch a chart for free, but there's some free tools there. They are tools. Use your tools. 1 hour virtual Reiki session, brother Sean there. So you guys can, you know, accordingly go over his philosophy. Because some people will say, oh, you can't do Reiki virtually. Well, Brother Sean has a certain philosophy, and you guys will be able to, conduct your session appropriately with him. Brother Sean also has these next 5 available. Also, the Jupiter and Saturn return report, the solar return report reading, the tarot oracle astrological spread, the past, present, and future. Is that a report or a session there, bro?
It's a report. They could be a session too, in both.
All right, he got you in the heliocentric reading also, Brother Sean is providing. But that's within the featured products section, just below the free natal chart calculator and above our appointments and classes and events. All righty. So you guys, make sure you go and save 7HealStar.com to your homepage like I have there, right? And instantly you have a 7HealStar app until we bring forth the 7HealStar app. So that's just me just sharing that with you. And let me bring it right back on here. Stop the screen share. All right. Any questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Brother Judge Advocate General.
I said no multiple times.
Oh, you said no multiple times. No, you have nothing, no comments, questions, and or suggestions?
There's not.
All righty. Indeed. So with that being said, other than be yourselves and
donate.
Right?
That's what you do. Do it now.
Indeed. Right? Because when you guys do support us and get your readings, things of that nature, at times we do make sure we can take, sometimes we like to take 10% of what we have, and we'll probably donate to a temple. We'll probably donate to a brother who's been very good with his finances, maybe with me. And it's like, bro, the brothers got lunch for you to, you know what I mean? And this is what we really do. And I'm not virtue signaling. I'm just saying that when y'all support us, a lot of times because we're not asking for what the mirror is worth at the least 990 units. Now, if it was 990 units we was getting from y'all, trust me, it'd be buildings popping up all across the Mexico with schools and temples. I'm telling you, I wouldn't fuck around. You see what I'm saying? Because we already practicing with a little bit how to be financially, sound with making sure we have things in-house, because we govern ourselves accordingly in-house where we are. Then there will be nothing once we expand, into our neighborhoods and other places, across the planet. So that's just, what I'm gonna put out there for real, and letting you know really where we at. That's what's on my heart. In the We Were Soldiers fashion, I'm the first one on the field, last one to get off. So with that being said, I'm gonna yield the floor. My beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean Alim, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, Brother Corey Bay, Brother Benjamin Bay, Senior Jackson Bay, and all my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Shout out to Brother Cujo, Adwell L, Brother Jaren, right? Shout out to my brothers, Brother Bruce, right? Brother David, Brother Arrow. All righty. Shout out to my brothers out there, Brother Kush Day, Caliph Society out there with Brother Mafiel and Brother Ali Khan Bay. Right. Shout out to the brothers all across the Maxim, Canaan land, near the Khalifa State Republic, near the Mecca, near the Chicago Corporation. All righty. Shout out to that's Brother Amazite. I'm pretty sure I already said that already, but Brother Amazite. Who else, man? Who else is there? Shout out to Brother Mahfouz.
Yusuf Aura.
Brother Yusef Mutadiel, brother Aura, Brother Solomon. Bro, I can't tag enough people. Instagram only allows me to tag 20. Yeah, man. It's a lot of sincere Moors that are active all over Maxim, near the Nevada State Republic, near the North Carolina State Republic, near the Alabama State Republic, near the Kentucky State Republic, near the Ohio State Republic, Maryland State Republic. I'm telling you, there's really some active unity going by way, technically, of the internet. However, shout out to my big bro, and just basically letting me know even this morning, man, this morning, to really just, maybe it's time for you guys to start really seeing us. Maybe, the bros, maybe we can put something together, get enough funding that's not outrageous, and just maybe start doing some touring. You know what I'm saying? TED Talk style fashion. You know what I mean? You guys can see the whole 7HealStar Astrology Firm, in front of your face. And I think, what's calling us the most is the West Coast. That's the funny part. You know what I mean? It's a lot of love. You know what I mean? It's from what Brother J was sharing. You know what I mean? So I'm just scoping everybody. You know what I mean? It's a lot of love too. Like not even that. It's really all over. You just really, you know,
it's like it's literally international. Like
it really is. Yeah, because at this point, because even when you go back and look at the conference and to hear Alicia Youssef to say what she said about honoring the ancestors, and you know, we are really vibratory, you know, readers. And so that just goes to show there's love for us near the Australia continent. You know what I mean? People across the pond near the London Corporation. I mean, they definitely have always been showing love. There's just this connection that's just really kind of like, yo, that's my cousins across the pond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my mother and my bruv. You know what I mean? Like, like for real. You feel me? So shout out to the Moors there. Also, shout out to the Moors near what they call the Philippines, right? But has nothing to do with Philip. There's no actual conquering that happens other than people just, you know, we're a peaceful people. So yeah, you know, capitulations, you know, that happen, you know, that's why a lot of redemption is happening now, you know, as far as, you know, a lot of people on the land is concerned. So with that being said, so yeah, shout out to everybody that's very supportive. You guys already know you can still get your hands on Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. If you guys want to get your hands on it right now, you already know you can DM. Instead of even DMing me on Instagram, guys, go to 7HealStar, right? Instagram, click the link tree. You can go to our Astrology Street or 7HealStar's Instagram. And in the link tree, the first one is Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. Once I get the notification, you see what I'm saying? When I get the notification, I just let you in. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you want to come in? Cool. Viewer, send. And now you have access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, right? So don't hesitate. All righty, you guys. It's a lot waiting on you there. All right. So and it's yours. Right. However, like I said, guys, stop being Mac pimp scammers out there, because I was like this close from tears when my bro, you know what I mean? Because I remember he said it when he came and visited me. And so my brother was saying today, he's like, yo, most people out here are scamming, bro. Like when it comes to things that I had to handle X, Y, and Z, when policy enforcers was trying to contract with me on the side of the road, after getting, you know what I mean, the bill of attainder, I did what I had to do because of the contract and practices that we, you know, roll over, you know, when we do what we do. Y'all know what we do, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, Brother Sean, you even know, you know, we just went live on Facebook. So you know what I mean, you about to experience what Brother Jay was, you know what I mean, speaking on. So it's like, with that being said, like, it's not about being slick and circumventing police. It's just we comprehend contract and we comprehend the statutes, codes, and policies of the federal agents. We're not federal agents. Prove we're not Moorish. You will never be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just a forced contract and then trying to hold someone to be in a position to be surety. All right, Proverbs 11:15, King James Version. He who stands surety for a stranger shall smart for it. He that hateth suretyship is sure. We hated suretyship, therefore we're sure. So even right now, as a proclamation out here in front of witnesses before the public, on behalf of all Moors, I'm blowing the whistle in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 11. And this is for anybody that's doing inquisition services wherever they are. I know the IRS isn't everywhere, the Internal Revenue Service isn't everywhere. However, this energy of inquisition is everywhere. So in lieu of Internal Revenue Service form or any other document in the spirit thereof, I'm blowing the whistle in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 211. All righty. Being heir over my estate, having said quote unquote power of attorney in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 2848 and any other instrument in the spirit thereof, appointing as fiduciary any banker appointed by any clerk anywhere in any administrative venue as fiduciary over the matter to render in favor for the estate, for the heirs. All righty, so you got to render in favor pertaining to our estate in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 56, hired and fired. Each transaction has occurred immediately. And that's a statement that you can put on any cover letter in the writ, period. Right? In general, not everything verbatim I said. However, the key points, I'm blowing the whistle in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 211. Being heir over my estate, having power of attorney in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 2848. I appoint as fiduciary Judge Bolshitsky-Dorf. Whoever that administrator may be there to do the checks and balances on any administrative decision supposedly determined, because that's the only reason administrative courts exist. They're not courts. But however, at the end of the day, you guys' faith in these venues is what makes them exist. But you don't comprehend these things if you're on a frequency that you're not raptured. Back to what I was saying. Being heir over my estate, having power of attorney in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 2848, I appoint as fiduciary Judge Bolshitsky-Dorf as fiduciary to render in favor pertaining to my estate in lieu of Internal Revenue Service Form 56. Period. I, quote, hateth suretyship, therefore I'm sure, end quote, period. Proverbs 11:15. Any questions, comments, and or suggestions?
Nope, another lovely Astro weather reports.
I love my brothers and my mothers. And with that, I am going to say and yield the floor. Hold on, let's check the chat one more time. Did I miss anything in the chat? All right, Brother JL, Brother Yusef Matadiel, and Talib Bey, peaceful greetings to you all. That's who I saw who commented. All righty, and so hold on, let me hit the play button. It might be a little later. I might all catch, not all caught it. All right, Brother JL, Yusef Matadiel. I guess brother, I think JL is a brother. All right. Brother Yusef Matadiel and Brother Talib Bey. All righty. Thank you all for joining us in the chat there. All righty, you all. And I'm going to say this. All righty. Me and my bros are saying namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam.
People, be yourself.
And donate.